All right. All right, all right, all right. What's up, boys and girls? Going to the gym Sunday. We're about 4 weeks out. Thought I'd give you guys a little car talk because I'm going to go meet up my girl at her gym, work out with her today. So we've got about 20 minutes till I get there. But thought I'd give you guys a little rundown on how I'm feeling going into week 4, what I'm weighing and all that stuff. So woke up not too long ago at 161. The DEXA scan I did a couple of weeks ago said I was 164 or 165-ish, I think, and I was about 9%. So if I'm a couple of pounds down, then I should be maybe around 7.5%, 8%, maybe even 7, because the smaller you get, each pound of fat is a greater percentage. So, just that's probably where I'm guessing I'm at. If I'm being honest, I don't feel so much like 7%, or I feel pretty lean, honestly. This is the leanest I've ever been. This is the best my body's ever looked. But it's my first show. It's my first competition, so I don't know exactly how lean I can get or how lean I'm supposed to get. All I know is, like, I can see my freaking gills, my obliques, like, I guess one of the things that, like, I'm really kind of worried about for the competition is having thick skin. And I mean that in the literal sense, because I have some kind of thick skin, like, and everyone talks about, like, oh, the skin gets so, like, thin and all this stuff. And I just, like, worry that, like, I'm not going to get that, like, dehydrated, thin skin depletion look, that graininess that everyone talks about. Got, like, quad striations, I've got the Christmas tree in the back. My back is looking crazy. My back feels like it's my leanest part. I feel like I carry a lot of my fat in the front of my body. At least on the upper portion of the side of things. So I don't know exactly, but I think it'll go well, man. I really hope it does. I really hope I win. Man, because I'd love to go to another show to compete for a pro card, and then win that, and then get my pro card, because that'd be cool. But yeah, we're about 4 weeks out. The initial goal was 155 for show day, but I don't think that didn't pan out because I was losing too quickly. Then when I did my DEXA, I put on a little bit more muscle mass. So then when I recalibrated what I think I should be at for about like 5 or 6%, said it should be like around 158 to 159. So it says we're only a few pounds away. I'm probably going to get a DEXA scan again later this week just to double check, see where we're at, about 3 weeks out. And I really think these last 3 weeks, because peak week, you can't really do much more than peak week. It's just about like getting the what's it called, the hydration and the look, and refueling more, and making sure you don't spill over. Like that last week, like it's kind of like, all right, this is it, like there's no time left basically. So these last 3 weeks, like I'm gonna be I've already been up in the cardio, hitting like 15,000 steps a day. So just gotta keep on it, man. But I think I'm gonna get that DEXA scan. In terms of how the diet's going, it's not too hard, honestly. I've really adjusted myself to it, like eating like 5 times a day, getting the protein, the carbs and stuff. Like, I'm pretty used to that. I feel like I think I've been dieting almost all year for this. So, I'm not really feeling any type of way, like, in terms of like, oh, I'm being tortured, because I know how to just make the foods that I want, but to like make them healthier, you know? If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see like I do a bunch of different things. Like, I'll make like shrimp quesadillas, mushroom cheeseburgers, of course with like super lean ground beef, but mushroom cheeseburger, French toast. I'm always eating French toast. Honestly, I might gotta start eating like more protein pancakes again too, just to change that up. I got a lot of like stuff I like to eat. I found some chicken nuggies that I like, the real good kind. That's the brand. They're really low in fat, so I'm gonna start implementing those for like times when I'm really lazy. But I eat a lot of variety of things. My problem really with the diet is the multiple times I'm getting sick of. Because like in the mornings, I just am not hungry. I don't know why. I guess I know why. It's like because it's the morning, I'm running off of ketones and stuff, you know. I usually drink some coffee in the morning, and caffeine's an appetite suppressant, so. Sorry, thirsty. But I sometimes just don't like eating breakfast in the morning, but I do it anyways because I feel like there's a big difference in my physique and how much muscle I build and retain having like multiple meals like spread throughout the day versus just a couple of big meals. And that's why, especially if you guys are dieting, I really recommend like having the multiple meals. I actually thought of something the other day, and I think like having multiple meals throughout the day, like eating 5 to 6 times a day, is actually what broke like my food addiction. And oh, hold on, I'm getting a call from the lady. Sorry about that. I'm meeting up my girl, and she's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm on my way. I had to change the baby." My godson, I had to change him and feed him breakfast, so make sure he's good and make sure he's watched. So now we're all good. So we're running a few minutes late because of that, but I think having multiple meals throughout the day really helped with like food addiction and the food noise in my head. I used to, like, when I would diet, always be thinking about food, always, like, and I would try think like I was really into intermittent fasting for a long time, and like the diets were so fucking like, it would work, but like it was hard. Like it was just way harder than this. Like just having to wait until like 2 o'clock to eat every day. Like even if I wasn't hungry in the morning, like by 11 noon, like, you know, start to get hungry, and then I don't know. It just was not as easy to like not feel hungry. And I was constantly thinking about my next meal, you know? Whereas like when I'm having like 5 meals a day, you kind of get sick of it, you know? You kind of start to think like, okay, fuck, like I got shit to do. Like I don't want to eat anymore. And I really kind of feel like multiple meals a day can really help a lot of people with that food noise, because you'll start eating so much that you'll kind of like, it's kind of like that thing of like you want to smoke a cigarette, have a whole carton of them, but it actually works instead of making you more addicted to it. But that's just my opinion. But it's got to be healthy foods and shit, obviously. You can't be like eating Twinkies and, you know, like all this crap. You got to make actual meals like that are safe, like with high protein and fiber and vegetables and some carbs, you know. But I think if a lot of people did that, they would not be so addicted to food and start to view food in a different light. So you guys are someone who's out there struggling with that, maybe that's a recommendation. And I don't know, I have my clients do it, and none of my clients ever really complain to me too much about their hunger. They're all doing great with their weight loss. So like my clients like honestly can't believe sometimes how much they're eating. Like they straight up tell me like, yeah, I'm just not that hungry. Like I try to skip meals, and I have to tell them like, no, don't skip meals. We want the protein, we want the carbs for the energy, like, and skipping meals and all that is how we get our metabolism wrecked and how we start losing muscle mass. So really don't recommend skipping meals when you're not hungry if you're going to do this. And if you do, make sure you're still getting your calories in those other meals, you know. But I really recommend multiple meals throughout the day. So I'm still doing that for the diet. Really, I guess when it comes to the diet, what I'm really tired of, is the constantly eating. Like, I do get tired of that sometimes. And there are just, like, a lot of times where I wish I could just, like, because I'm out and on the go a lot, like, training people and traveling, like gym to gym and shit. So, I really do wish there were just times, like, I could just, like, stop at, like, El Pollo Loco and just grab a burrito. First of all, the economy is in shambles. So, I don't go, honestly, mostly to fast food because of the price. Nothing's worth it. I can just make everything at home with better calories for, cheaper. So, like, that's honestly the main reason I don't eat out anymore. But, at the same time, like, I do, like, spend money on these groceries and stuff, so it's like I already spent the money. But there are just times, like, I, like, just wish, like, fuck, I wish I didn't have to, go home and make some food or go home and eat some meal prep after this, like, training. And I wish I could just, like, pick up a burrito on the way home and just start eating right then, and just, then go to my other client or something, you know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. So, that's the only thing. Only a couple of things. In terms of the lifting, currently doing that 5-day split, 4 upper body days, and 1 lower body day a week. Man, that 1 lower body day, I kind of look forward to it, honestly. Like, it's like I'm building up every week to, like, a big boss battle with the leg press, So it feels good doing legs once a week, honestly. I really find that it's like I've got knee and hip issues, like torn ACL, I think, in my left knee, and a hip impingement in my left hip. So, like, doing a lot of volume for legs can, like, really cause, like, soreness and stiffness for me. So, like, there are just those times, like, multiple leg sessions back in the day, like, a few months ago, did feel good, like, in terms of growth and stuff. But when we're this far into the cut, it really feels like that 1 leg day is plenty, So, feels good, though, doing it. Today, I swear, every time I record a freaking video, I'm just doing back, man, for you guys. It's just kind of how the schedule is. But yeah, doing back and biceps today. Don't really feel the need to record it, honestly. But I'll record the pose down and check in with you guys afterwards. So you guys can see exactly how we're looking at about 4 weeks out. Any other thoughts and feelings? Yeah, I guess the only other thing is dealing with a lot of anxiety. Like, I have a lot of anxiety, like, being at this low body fat. And it's not, like, all the time, constantly. But it just comes in, like, waves, kind of, like, out of nowhere. Like, I'll just be, like, kind of, like, chilling. And then I'll just, like, get, like, a wave of anxiety. Like, and then I'll start thinking about the competition and everything that, like, I'm possibly doing wrong and I'm not good enough and etc., So, yeah, anxiety and mood swings. Like, I'll just have days where, like, just feel like fucking crying. Like, just like, I'll just feel really upset. Like, not happy, not, like, I just don't want to do anything, So, that's kind of new. That's been going on, like, the last, like, month or so, month and a half. That's probably hormones. You should probably get those checked out. But, I think my testosterone's probably pretty good. Last time I got it checked, I was after my cut, I was around 11%. Like the first part of this cut was around 11% and floating around 900. I don't know where I'm sitting at right now. If I had to guess, I'd guess probably like 500 if it's really gonna take like a big dip, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, I should get that checked out though. Honestly, with all these mood swings, make sure I'm okay. But all right, boys, we're pulling up. My lady's waiting on me. I will see you guys for the pose down in just a sec.